Another Saturday, another vlog. Come with me, let's build a beautiful life together. I have a few things on my to-do list today. Arrange the house, work out, go to work, go to the spa, and do some grocery shopping. Last week, I got a DM from some girls asking me about how I started investing. And I promise you, investing is not rocket science. It's actually very straightforward. The story time of how I started my investment journey. Back when I was in uni, I used to have this friend. On one of those days, this friend and I stopped by at Jay's Diner to grab some food. Then he was telling me about how much he regrets not investing in Jay's Diner when it started. Apparently, he had the opportunity to be one of the investors in the business when it first started, but I think he cited one of the reasons as being that Jay's Diner is around other restaurants. But the Jay's Diner we now know today is one of the most popular drive-through restaurants in Lagos. So if he had invested back then, maybe he would have made a lot of profit. I've always been hearing about investments, but I've never had a deep conversation with someone about it on this level. And you know me, when it comes to money, I am always attentive because I love money. I started asking the obvious questions like, how is investment done? How can I tap into this? He started telling me about how he invests in stocks, invests in real estate with his friends, invests in businesses. So basically, he's an angel investor. I was interested and I told him to put me on. This guy said, with which money? Chai, justice for broke girls. And it wasn't wrong. Like at that point in my life, I ain't got no money. Then I remembered he promised to send me 1 million naira for my birthday. I asked if he could help me use that money to invest instead. He said, okay, downloaded the app for me, set up my account and put some money in it. He was also the one who helped me buy my first stocks. I remember he shared the money amongst Apple, Amazon, Tesla. Found out that this guy only put in 600k instead of 1 million. And when I asked him about it, he was like, yeah, he doesn't have enough naira on him. He said he also didn't want to invest the whole money, so he was going to give me the rest of the cash later. I never got my money. This boy, wherever you are, just know that you're still owing me 400k. Fast forward to 7 months later, I had totally forgotten about the money. I'd graduated from uni and gotten my first apartment. Furnishing my apartment cost a lot and I was just so angry. Like I was just billing everybody, bill my siblings, bill my parents, bill every single damn button. And I remembered that, wait a minute, I actually have money somewhere. Like, so I downloaded the app, tried to log back in, and then I was even having some issues with getting the money out. I had to find someone else to help me get my money out. But yeah, the money had increased. At the time I was withdrawing the money, it had gotten an increment of over 100,000 naira. That was like my first profit from investment. After that happened, I just dumped it. For like a year and a half, I didn't invest. But then one day suddenly I just picked it back up and I said, just putting in small money. Anytime I have some extra cash, I'll put it in the account. I started figuring it out myself, started learning more about investments, watching YouTube videos. Honestly, it's that straightforward. And yeah, that was how I became an investor.